Yo, what's going on, world? This your boy Naji from Cigar Talk, and today I got a very special guest, man. Y'all been asking me for, he's here. I got the pound for pound champion, my man, Ben Rodriguez.
What's up, man?
What's up, my brother? How are you?
Chilling.
Man, like, you know, we a couple weeks away from your fight in Philly. We here in Philly. Nice view outside. Look good. How you feeling?
Feel good.
Yeah.
First time in Philly.
Oh,
I just got here like 3 hours ago, I think.
Oh, first time ever in Philly?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your thoughts so far?
I mean, I haven't really been out, but I mean, it seems nice.
Yeah. Tell me, when you got the call from Eddie or whoever at Matchroom that was like, yo, we want to put you in boots, like, you know, main, co-main, what was your thoughts on just that whole thing, packaging y'all together?
At first, it was like, in Philly, I was like, damn, that's crazy, because,
Right.
I mean, like, most of my fan base is on the West Coast, so
Right.
to be mentioned in a fight with Boots in the East Coast is kind of like a plot twist, but I mean, sharing a car with Boots that's an honor, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Does this training camp, is this like the same for you? Like, is it just, you know, kind of same run of the mill, you and Robert doing what y'all do, or did anything change at all?
I mean, it's the same thing. I'm training like if I was gonna rematch Guile, because that was the original plan. We were scheduled a rematch, but he put out of that, so I had to go step up and fight my mandatory. But I mean, this is just another training camp, training just as hard.
Yeah. What do you see from him? Guevara, your opponent,
Yeah.
what do you see like when you're watching him and kind of breaking it down? Do you feel like, you know, what you looking at?
Oh, to be honest, I haven't seen much.
No.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not one to go and watch film, but I let my coaches do that. But I know he's gonna come, you know, very tough. It's a huge opportunity for him to change his life, so.
Why is that? I always wonder that. Like when fighters be like, nah, I don't even really watch film.
Yeah.
Why? Is there a reason? Is it just like you don't like to look at it because you want to be, you know, you don't want to have any preconceived notions? Like why do you not watch film?
I mean, you can watch film and say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then it can just be a whole different fight once that bell rings. So I just like to go out there and figure out how they're going to fight that first, second round, and then go from there.
Yeah.
My past 2 fights, I didn't watch film on those either, and that's what I did. I went in the first, second round, and I already had them figured out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hold on, so you ain't watch no Sonny Edwards tape, nothing?
I mean, here, like,
Estrada?
just little clips here and there, but, like, full fights, nah.
Damn, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about Robert Garcia, man, because I feel like y'all got this chemistry that he understands you, you understand him. Y'all got this thing. What you think it is that makes you guys gel so well?
I mean, I don't even know, man. I guess we just have, like you said, we have that chemistry. It just naturally, it's there. Nothing's forced. I mean, Robert's been with me since I was an amateur, so for him to take me from that level to where I am now, it's badass, you know, for him and for me. So it's an honor to have him in my corner.
Do you think was it like that always? Like it started out like that? Like y'all had chemistry from the beginning, or did it just develop over time to where y'all was locked in like that?
No, I mean, I feel like just from day one, we've always had that chemistry. He's always been, you know, I feel like my style was always needed something like a trainer like Robert. So when we teamed up, it just flowed naturally.
Does he get on your ass? Because I see videos where he like what the fuck are you doing? Like, he likes to get real active.
Because he knows what kind of fighter I am, what kind of person I am. I'm the kind of person to go in the gym and just work my ass off like I'm just any other fighter. So, I mean, he don't have to get after me. I already know what I need to do.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, one of the things about you right now, like, you know, like I said, a lot of people have been asking, you know, me to get you on the show. You pound for pound, man, on a lot of these ranking lists. That's like a big deal. It's a big deal. Does that mean anything to you? Like when you're talking about, you know, being on these lists and being pound for pound?
Yeah, it does now. But before then, when I wasn't on it, I was just like, all right, whatever. Like, it's not a big deal. I don't care to be on it. But then I was put on it after the Sonny Edwards fight. I was like, oh shit, like, this is a big deal. Yeah, like, there's so many boxers in the world, and to be top 10, one of the best in the whole world out of millions of boxers, it's an honor. And after my last fight, I moved up even higher. So I want to stay on that list for as long as possible.
Is the order matter? Like, are you gunning for number one? Like, I'm trying to be number one pound for pound, or is just like? Whatever?
I mean, I'm not striving to do it, but if it happens, it happens. I'm not tripping. Like I said before, I didn't even care about it at first, but now that I'm on it, I would like to be number one. Like I said, if it happens, it happens. But
yeah, okay. Tell me about the Estrada fight, right? Because that was the time when I see you go down and you came back on some like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard you say that in the fight, in the post-fight, like you always dreamed of having a fight where you go down. Why?
Yeah.
Like, what did you? I was just like, what did you mean by that? Why did you feel like that?
I mean, it's like those boxing movies where they keep knocking each other down. I just wanted to be part of something like that. And even in real life, I've seen fights where they knock each other down. I'm like, damn, like that's a badass feeling to get up and go and knock them out. So
did you feel like that? Like, did it live up to the expectation?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, at the moment, like I didn't really think of it like that. But when it was over and I watched it back again, I was like, damn, like that was sick. That was a sick ass performance. So,
did you think that fight was gonna be like a tough fight? Like, you know, Estrada's a
yeah,
legend.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be tougher than it was. I feel like I said earlier in the second round, I already had him figured out in a way. So
yeah.
Just from there, I had to break him down, and that's what I did.
I'm not gonna lie, Bam. Every time I think you're gonna be in a tough fight, it don't feel that tough. Like I thought Sonny Edwards was gonna give you some trouble, like the movement, the skills. Like I thought it was gonna be a more difficult task. Me looking at it, it didn't feel like that.
Yeah.
To you, have you ever felt like you got to the point where you got challenged in that way yet?
Nah, not really. I mean, I've had fights where I have off nights, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily the opponent; it was just an off night.
Right.
Yeah.
So how high do you think the ceiling is, though? Like, is there still stuff that we haven't seen as fans that you feel like you still could bring out?
Shit, yeah, I feel like the tougher the fights get, the better I perform. So, I guess it's just a matter of time until that day comes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, there's still a lot left in the package, a lot that fans haven't seen. So, I'm excited for them to see that one day.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. I saw Virgil Ortiz tweeted not too long ago. He said, Bam and Chocolatito had the greatest sparring session I ever seen.
Yeah.
I would pay for that. I would pay to see that sparring. What was that like? What do you take from that? What did you get out of that sparring session with him?
Man, it was crazy to share the ring with him in the first place. And I mean, Chocolatito, he's a legend of the lower weight classes. He was one of the best pound for pound at one point as well. So to actually share the ring with him and get some rounds in with him, it was an honor. But as far as the sparring, that shit was like back and forth. It was action packed. Like you said, people would pay for it, and I think it would do good numbers.
Was it like y'all was both, tagging, putting hands on each other? Like, what was, you gotta describe it for me. You gotta give me a little like, what was it like?
We had our moments, both of us. Like I would tag him, and he would come back right away and get me a few punches. And I mean, there was points where I was trying to box as well, because I mean, you don't want to go back and forth the whole sparring. So there was moments where I would just try to box, and he did the same as well. But man, it was just some of the best work I've ever got in my whole career.
You could tell why he is like who he is.
Yeah, I mean, even at his age now, he was giving me good work, so that says a lot.
Yeah, I think right now more than ever the lower weights are starting to get more recognition than they used to. Do you ever feel like, I guess when you first came in the game, like you wouldn't get as much recognition because you at the smaller weights?
I mean, I knew it was going to be hard. I always knew I was who I was going to be. It was just a matter of being recognized, being noticed, and, getting the platform to show that. And once I signed with Matchroom, that's when I started fighting on the zone, started fighting on bigger platforms, and that's when my exposure really, blew up.
Yeah. Obviously, Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. Salute to Eddie. What was it that made you go with Eddie? Right, like you got options. You one of them guys.
Yeah.
What was it that made your business feel like that Matchroom was the place for you?
Well, originally I was signed with Taken Promotions. I'm still like co-signed with them. It's Taken Promotions and Matchroom.
Yeah.
But I signed with Taken when I was an amateur, like right before my pro debut. And until Matchroom signed me, no one wanted to sign me. I fought on PBC cards. I fought on top rank cards. I even fought on a Matchroom card, and I still wasn't getting signed. And
damn.
I mean, I don't even know how it happened, but I ended up signing with Matchroom, and it was just one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Hold on, so was it, because, I mean, you were still winning at that point. Like, I feel like you had some buzz. When you say no one wanted to sign you, was it like y'all were out soliciting, like, yo, what's up? Come, I'm trying to do something, and nobody wasn't taking the bait?
I think so. That's something that, Robert can explain a little bit more. But like I said, I fought on multiple cards with different promoters, and they just weren't interested. I guess because of my weight class, they weren't, really expecting for me to become who I am today.
Yeah. Man, that's dope.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Turkey Al Sheik before?
No, I've never met him. I mean, I've seen him in person, but I never met him.
All right, because I don't think I've ever seen a smaller weight on one of his cards yet. So I was wondering if that was, you know what I'm saying, something on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
horizon.
I mean, I would love to fight out there. I just recently signed a new deal with Matchroom, and it's in the contract
Yeah.
if I were to fight out there. So
For sure. Man, let me switch gears a little bit, man. I put out a tweet not too long ago, and I said, I was like, yo, I'm naming the top 3 most fly boxers in the
yeah,
game. Like, who putting that shit on? Who's dressing? And the names that came back, it was Tank. They said Tank. They said Caleb Plant, Stephen Fulton,
yeah,
and you.
hell
Y'all was
yeah,
the names that came up. So, like, are you, like, fashion is something that you do? Like, you got the Balenci jacket
yeah,
on. Like,
yeah.
tell me about that part. Like, just, getting dressed and putting that shit on.
I mean, if I like something, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna wear it. As far as like the history of fashion, I don't know much. Like I don't know shit to be honest. But
Yeah.
like I said, if I see something and I like it, I'm gonna buy pieces to go along with it. So
When did you start wanting to do that though? Like when did it become like? Because I feel like you trying, like you putting it
yeah,
together now.
yeah.
When did you want to start doing that?
It started with like in 2019 when I started getting little, bigger paychecks.
Right, got the money.
I started buying nicer things, and
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like that just fueled my motivation to want more.
right,
So
right.
yeah,
Okay. So you say your life changed in 2019?
I wouldn't say in 2019. I would say in 2022 when I fought for the world title.
Yeah. Do you feel rich? Like the idea of like I'm rich. Do you feel like that?
Uh, Nah, I mean, but if I want something, I can get it, or like if I need something, I can get it. So,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say I'm rich, but I'm stable.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I see you go out to Japan a lot, man.
Yeah.
Every time I'm on your Instagram, I see you, going out to Japan.
Yeah.
What you like about their culture? Like, I feel like you be walking the streets. I be watching
Yeah.
stories. Like, you really in it out there.
Yeah.
Like, what is it about Japan that you love so much?
Shit, the food, the snacks, the 7-Eleven snacks, they be fire. But I mean, it's a nice country. It's clean. People are nice. But my favorite thing would probably be the food, to be honest.
Like, what kind of food?
I like the McDonald's out there.
Oh, it is
yeah,
different. The
it's
McDonald's out
different.
there is
Yeah,
different,
they
yeah.
got like a teriyaki burger.
Yo,
yeah,
I had a teriyaki.
that
Yeah,
shit's
for
fire.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
So, but I mean, I just like being out there and spending time out there with my family or my girl.
Right.
So it's a nice place to be. That's why I go, a lot.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time I seen you out there, everybody was in the comments saying like, "Yo, listen, there's 2 guys that we want to see. Number 1,
Yeah.
Nakatani.
Yeah.
That's a fight that obviously you would have to move up. You just moved up, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know how much of a rush there is necessarily to go get that, but when you looking at somebody like Nakatani who just fought, had a big knockout the other day, is that something you want?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna dodge anybody. People are saying that I do dodge them, but it's just a matter of time before we're in the same weight class.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love a fight with either him or Inoue, but it's a matter of time.
So I mean, do you think because the Inoue one is like the Nakatani one is really good.
Yeah,
But the Inoue one is that's the super fight. Like
Yeah.
that's the big one.
Yeah.
Do you think because he's at what 122? Think he was saying they may move him to 126.
Yeah.
How far away do you feel like it would be before you can go there?
I mean, I say like maybe a few years, 3 or 4 years
Yeah.
before like we're in the same weight class. But the Nakatani fight's more reasonable right now just because
Yeah.
we're closer in weight.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're looking at somebody like Inoue, right? Number 1 pound for pound in the world. I say,
Yeah.
on a couple people, let's see top 3, but
Yeah, yeah.
depending where you want to put him. When you looking at Inoue and analyzing his game, or I know you don't watch clips at full
Yeah.
fights, but just the clips though. What do you see that make you feel like you could compete with that?
I mean, he's a good fighter. He's strong. He has skill as well. But I mean, I have the whole package too. So, I mean, it's just a matter of actually stepping inside the ring with him, and
Yeah.
I could say something, but I'd rather just show it.
Yeah, I feel that. What's the when you, as far as weight, do you feel like the weight would play a factor? Like, or do you think like it's not gonna really matter just because he's at a higher weight and you were moving up?
Well, by the time we're in the same weight class, I feel like I'll be have a bigger frame, be a lot older, wiser, stronger. So.
'Cause I feel like y'all are similar size. I mean, obviously he's in the
Yeah.
weight, but I feel like the size is kind of similar.
Yeah, he's not that much taller, but
You seen him before?
in person? Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a matter of time before these fights happen.
Yeah. So, all right, the Nakatani fight, are these fights that you would go and have in Japan? Like, obviously, these are Inoue's a god in Japan,
Yeah,
right? Like, are these
yeah.
fights that you would consider doing out there, or is it like we got to be on neutral ground?
Nah, I mean, I've always wanted to fight out there, so why not, step inside the ring with them, have a huge fight. They're both, huge stars out there, so I would love to share the ring with them out there. I like being in Japan too, so it's a win-win.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I like that. You said you bring your family out to Japan. I know you had a daughter not too long
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
You know, you seem as just on social media like a real active father. You talk about your daughter a lot.
Yeah.
How has she changed you?
I mean, it's more motivation at the end of the day. I want to be a better person, not only inside the gym, but outside the gym as well. Just overall, make better decisions.
Yeah.
Just be there for her. Yeah.
It's your first one, right?
First daughter, yeah.
Girl, dad, like
Girl, dad, yeah.
how is it though? Like, what's the
I mean, it's badass. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted a boy, but now that I have a girl, I'm like, this is dope. Like,
I feel like we all do. Like,
yeah. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm blessed with a daughter. She's funny.
Man, I love that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, how hard is it for you just based on like, you're a fighter, right? You got to go away for training camps and different things like that. How hard is that part, like having to actually be away from the family?
Well, I actually brought them with me.
Oh, you brought them with?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they're with me.
They here right now?
Not in Philly, but they're in Riverside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up.
So, I mean, like, it was hard at first because when I fought Estrada, I had went out to camp for like a week by myself, and I was like, damn, like, this shit sucks.
Crazy,
yeah. So I flew them out, and then for this camp, we all left together, so.
Oh, that's what's up. How is she being his wife? Your wife?
Oh, girlfriend. Yeah.
How is she, like, how does she, take that? Like, when you got to leave and just you being a boxer, like, how does she take that part?
I mean, she understands already at this point. She knows, like, I have to sacrifice leaving home. But, I mean, like I said, I brought him with me, so it's not a big deal at the end of the day.
Right. Okay.
Gotta take this shit off. It's getting a little hot.
A little hot, yeah, for sure. I know I heard you say in an interview before that you didn't want to fight for too long. You was just like, yo, I don't want to be the guy, like, I'm just here forever. And when you said that, what did you mean? Like, is it just that, like, that from an age standpoint, or are you getting tired of boxing? What did you mean?
Nah, I mean, it's not that I'm getting tired of it. It's just, I want to, like, I've done so much already at this point. It's just, adding on to it now. But, I mean, I don't want to leave boxing, like, I still want to be healthy after it. Yeah. Healthy after boxing, so, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Man, let's talk about a couple of the fights on the horizon that people are talking about. Get your opinion. Obviously, Canelo versus Terrence Crawford is one of the ones that everybody's talking about. I interviewed Canelo a couple weeks ago. He's like, maybe we'll get Crawford. You never know. We'll see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He sounds like money when I talk to him. Like, I don't know. But when you look at a fight like that, what do you think? Like, how do you envision something like that going?
I think, Canelo might be a little too big, but, Crawford has that skill where he can, I feel like he has the skill to hang in there with Canelo. It's a good fight. I don't know. That's another fight. You just have to,
Gotta see.
You gotta see. Yeah.
Do you think the weight is just too crazy? Like jumping up that far? Like, cause he was just 47. He did 54 recently. Yeah. You think the weight is like that's too high to go up? 68.
It can be, but like I said, Crawford has a skill. I mean, like myself, I've sparred bigger guys, but I have the skill, to hang in there with them. I think Crawford is one of those fighters as well. So.
What is the highest you feel like you can go?
I think 126, 130.
130?
Yeah, because, I mean, like I said, like, bringing that back up to where, I don't want to fight as long. I plan on fighting until, like, 30. So, right now I'm at 115.
Damn, that's not that long, bro.
Yeah,
That's like 5 years. What, you like 25?
24. Yeah. I still got 6 years, so by the time I feel like I'll be up there, like, 126, 130.
You got to give us 10, man. We need 10 as a fan. We need 10, man.
My mind can change, sometime along the way, so we'll see.
Nah, for sure. So let's say if you stop boxing, right? Like, you're done. I don't want to do this no more. What do you do? What do you want to do?
Shit, I've been wanting to open a coffee shop for a long time now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You a big coffee drinker like that? Like that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay, that's what's up. What would just where? San Antonio?
Yeah, in San Antonio. I mean, I have some homies that have a coffee shop already.
Yeah.
And we've talked about franchising like off of them, so that's something I would like to do.
That's what's up. I feel like you could do that now, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I can, but I'm kind of busy with boxing and my daughter, so.
Like you want to be there, like I'm at the shop,
exactly,
making mocha lattes and stuff.
Like I want to be a barista myself. I don't want like just someone running it. I want to be a part of it as well. So.
Somebody coming in try to rob you, don't know who you are. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah. So.
Okay, no, that's what's up. Tell me about what you think with the rematch with Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. That first one was like crazy.
Yeah.
How you see a rematch going?
I think it'll be the same thing. The first fight I didn't see much, but I feel like Usyk, he's one of those fighters that's not gonna lose. Like he's gonna retire in the
Think
future.
he's the guy?
Yeah, he's the guy.
I be kind of feeling like Fury might be able to beat him, man.
I don't know, cause it's hard to tell because you don't know where Fury is mentally. So
That's true.
But I mean, like Usyk coming off of that win, he's gonna be even more motivated coming into the rematch.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ask you. When I interviewed Shakur, he told me that he said he knew you for a while, like since the amateurs.
Yeah.
And he was like, you was a little guy with power. He was like, yo, you always had power since back in the day. Did you feel like that? Like your amateur days, like you had power?
Yeah, I mean, towards the end of my amateur career, I was, stopping a lot of my opponents. So I feel like that's when my power really started to kick in.
Do you think it was was it like a technique thing, or was it just like your body grew and
I think just a matter of growing into it. But, when I was in the gym as well, I worked on, upping my power, even as an amateur. So.
Do you think power is like, are you born with it, or you could like grow it to be that?
Nah, I feel like you're born with it. I mean, there's people that aren't born with it. So. Yeah.
Tell me about your amateur days. Like, what did you take from that portion of your life that, looking back, you was the pro, you was Mr. Pound for Pound.
Yeah.
But you looking back at young Bam as the amateur, what do you take from that point in your career?
I was a whole different fighter, to be honest. At that point, like towards the end of my career, I was just a come forward fighter. I was trying to stop, my opponents, trying to get them out early.
Straight Mexican style.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was just trying to like go in there and throw punches, but I mean that's a whole different person. Like that's a whole different fighter. Now that I look back and think about it, watch my fights from back then, like.
When was the shift though? Like when did you want to start? Because right now you got skills. You use angles, footwork. Like you ain't just no come forward fighter. When did the shift happen where you wanted to expand your game?
It was like I was already out of the amateurs. That I was just like in the gym working on my angles. I watched a lot of Lomachenko when I was an amateur. So once I decided to transition to the professionals, that's when I really started working on my angles and my skills.
I could see the Lomachenko action. Now that you're saying that. I can see that, just the way you move.
But I mean, like I said before that I was just a come forward fighter. I wouldn't, try to work on anything really. Just trying to stop these kids. And once I decided to turn pro, I knew it was a whole different ball game. So
how hard was it developing the skill set part, right? Like to where you gotta really get the footwork down and like really, how hard was that for you to like transitioning from like I'm about to come just take your head off to like I want to be a little bit more methodical?
I'm like honestly, it wasn't a crazy it wasn't crazy hard. I feel like the angles were something I've always naturally had. It was just a matter of finding it, started working on it, and it just came naturally.
Was Robert the one who gave it to you? Like, did you go to Rob like, yo, listen, I gotta get some egg, I gotta get the Lomachenko seasoning. Come on.
When I was in San Antonio, I would work on it myself, and then when I went to Robert, that he noticed that that it was something that came natural. So that's when he really started working on it as well. Started helping like improve on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, talk to me about FTP, man. I see that's a brand you always wearing. I found out about it through the Suicide Boys. I work with the Suicide Boys.
Oh shit.
So they always FTP'd out too. So when I see that, I'm like, oh shit, man. Like, when did you really start gravitating to that? Like making it a part of your, your ring stuff.
Shit, when I started hearing like the Suicide Boys and Ramirez, Puya, they all mentioned it in their music, and I was like, what is this? So I looked it up and I saw that it was a brand. And they had like accessories on the website and everything, and I just started buying it. Started rocking it. Yeah,
it's like a whole community for real.
Yeah,
like
I mean it's like, like you said, it's a whole community. It's a family really. But I mean, shout out to Zach. He he be hooking me up with some stuff. So I mean it's an honor to just to be friends with him.
Right. So I mean, I work with the whole G59, the label.
Yeah.
So are you a Suicide Boys fan?
Yeah,
like, you fuck with them?
I've been going to Grey Day for like the past 3 years.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to get you some merch or something. Man. I'll send you
Bet.
some stuff.
What do you
I'll send
do for
some
them?
stuff. So I work for Sony Orchard. That's my day job. I work
Oh,
at Sony,
shit.
and they signed to my distribution. So I'm the guy
Damn.
like behind the scenes, making phone calls to make sure the albums is coming out right.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Have you met them?
Yeah. I met them at the show. We did they did the show at Madison Square Garden.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
for
man,
for this year or?
Yeah.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
So now we got to get you some. You know what I mean? We gotta make something happen. Like make something
I
happen.
met them before too. In 2022.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I met them.
Where at? Where was it?
I met them in San Antonio for.
Okay.
They had did a show there, and their DJ Meth. He took me to the back and he let me talk to them a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
That's
cool.
what's up, man.
Yeah.
Lastly, man, as far as, your goals, like, I know you said you only got 5 years left. I say, 6. I say 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We say 10
Right now,
here.
right now 6.
Yeah.
Right now. For
right now 6. But
yeah.
what are your goals still? Like in those 6 years, like what do you want to accomplish before it's all said and done?
I mean, I just want to. Right now, my goal now is to obviously win this fight, and then hopefully go undisputed at 115, and then move up from there and just keep doing the same in the weight classes that I end up in.
Okay. Yeah, Bam, I'm not gonna lie. If you can beat Inoue, oh my God, that's like #1 pound for pound.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's capable. I have the skills. I have what it takes to beat him, but it's just a matter of time before we're in the same weight class.
Yeah.
And I mean, people are already talking about that fight now. So imagine years from now when we're actually in the same weight class, it's gonna be.
I'll be on Twitter right now. Like,
it's gonna be huge.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I gotta salute my guy M Sniper J on Twitter. He like the biggest Bam fan.
Yeah?
He goes crazy about it. So I gotta shout him out because he's a super Bam fan.
Bet.
Just salute Jay. Lastly, you play Undisputed?
I played it. Yeah,
What you think?
it's cool. I mean, I like it so far.
Did you use yourself?
Yeah, the first fight, I was still learning the game. I put myself against Sonny.
Yeah.
And he ended up beating me in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the opposite. I was Sonny against you and I lost. Like,
Damn.
Damn.
But I lost like a split decision, I think, to Sonny.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like it? You like the game so
It's
far?
cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a PlayStation real quick. We got to hook up real quick and get one in real quick.
Let's get it.
All right. Yo, listen, man. Bam, I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Super dope episode of Cigar Talk. My man Jesse Bam Rodriguez. We out of here.